Hello, today we are going to talk about how to create a YouTube logo and a YouTube channel banner. So first thing, I went on Google and searched for how to create this with GIMP. So I went and searched for YouTube banner and I found all sorts of websites that have creators for YouTube banners. So for the users which are not technical, don't know how to use GIMP or any other tools, there's web applications that help you create banners in minutes. Okay, the problem is in here that you need to log in. You need to create an account on some website that you have never heard before. Such as picmaker.com. I have never heard of picmaker.com. Why would I want to sign up with my Google account or create a new account on anymaker.com or on Placeit or on any other place? So basically all of the web apps for creating YouTube banners require login, from what I see, and then I do know how to use GIMP and I know how to follow a GIMP tutorial. Okay, so I went YouTube banner GIMP and I saw that there are YouTube videos. So I said, you know what, maybe there's also non-YouTube videos, so all style, tutorial, HTML pages. Let's see if we can find such a thing. So there's logos by Nick. Let's do this. Okay, and is this a GIMP tutorial or what? So this, when you create your YouTube channel, when you start with your YouTube channel, you will not have a banner. So this is the banner. This part of the page will be missing. You will have just this rectangle. So your page will start with the channel name, and subscribers will not have this part on the top. So fortunately or unfortunately, now you gain some an extra rectangle when people see your channel on mobile phones, TVs, laptops, everywhere. Okay, so it's really important to make this thing at least as good as what you had previously. So previously you had this rectangle which was grayish, had your channel name, had your subscribers count. So now you should have something at least as good. This does not cut it because nobody can really read fonts this small. Okay, so let's do what it's doing in here. So it says start GIMP. I'm on Kubuntu 2204. I start GIMP and it says create a new document in GIMP. That's file new. And then YouTube standards. What are YouTube standards? Let's see YouTube standards. Where are the results from YouTube? YouTube help banner. Making your channel branding. Okay, so brand your channel's identity by updating your profile picture, channel banner, and video watermark. So I've seen video watermarks in action. I certainly do not want such a thing that floats on the right hand side of your video, or just obfuscating it. So let's go with banner image. So here it says something else. Okay. So it says that the image should be really large in order to work on TVs. So it should be 2048 pixel by 1152. Should have aspect ratio of 16:9, again for TVs. And inside of it, in the center, should have a 1235 by 338 pixel rectangle that's viewable on mobile phones and basically everywhere. So on mobile phones, tablets, laptops, huge monitors, TV screens, etc. Okay. So this starts with for 1440p, I'm guessing. Let's see what this is. Okay, so 1440p, which is the title of a page on Wikipedia, is a standard for monitors resolution 16:9. So it's kind of the next number after 1080p. So you have 1080p, then you have 1440p, and then the next one is 4K probably. So it's still 16:9, 1080p is 16:9, 1440p is 16:9, and what they recommend is 1152p, as it were. It's still 16:9. Okay, but the tutorial says keep the aspect ratio 16:9, but work on a bigger resolution. So again, this is the minimum dimension. So all dimensions should be 16:9 because otherwise they're going to be stretched or something, or cropped. So keep 16:9 and at least 1152 pixels. So the tutorial goes with something better, something bigger, which is 1440 pixels. Okay, let's go with what this does. So the small number 1440 is for the height, and the big number is for the width. Okay. Advanced, set the background to transparency. So no created with GIMP. Okay, we do in on the left hand side of the screen what we see in this screenshot. So 2560, 1440, 300 dpi, RGB 8-bit, sRGB, color manage, built-in, transparency, and no comment. Okay. Next, we're going to create a new layer and size it at the mobile device size, which is 423. So it's this thing scaled to as this thing were 1440. You know what? Let's do these numbers, otherwise we need to compute them. Let's do exactly these numbers. Where are you? Close all. File, new. What's this? Height. So these are the minimum numbers by YouTube. If we want other numbers, then we'll need to compute this number, this number, this number, and this number. So for now, let's keep it mega simple. Let's use the official YouTube minimum numbers. Advanced, transparency, okay. Let's zoom a bit with control mouse scroll. And now it says we're going to create a new layer. So layer, new layer, the text layer, okay. Normal, auto 100, and it goes with 423. We're not going to go with that. We're going to go with this. So this is the height. And this is the width. Okay. So offset foreground color, okay. So it fills it with a foreground color, which is the wrong color because this guy fills it with black. So let's go Control Z, switch foreground color to the previous pair. Okay, layer, new layer. Okay, back. Double click on 338. Double click on height. Double click on 1235. Double click on width, Control V. Foreground color is black, okay. Then it says that this layer should be centered to the parent layer. So we go alignment tool, that's tools, transform, align, so Q is the shortcut. Center it vertically and horizontally relative to image. So it says relative to image. And then we go center vertically. This. And this. Okay, so it's centered to the image. Right click the new layer and select Alpha 2 selection. Okay, so now this layer has selected just, is this center or not? Yeah, it is centered. Okay, so it goes Alpha 2 selection, so it has created a selection rectangle around the black. Now delete that layer and go to image guides. Layer, right click, delete layer. So we still have the selection from the previous step, and now we go image guides. And new guide from selection. Okay. This will generate a series of guides on your document that will represent the safe area that all of your important contents need to be contained with. So what's important, what you want to see visible on mobile phones, laptops, TVs, everywhere, should be inside of this selection, this middle rectangle. Okay. So now we need at least 3 things. The name of the channel, some background, and some things, some glitz, I don't know, some icons or a word tag cloud or I don't know, something that represents your channel. Okay, an exploding bottle, a hat, I don't know, a bicycle. Okay, so it says I should take this background image and paste it in here. The problem with the background images is that I don't know how to find one that's not copyrighted, was one that's for sure not copyrighted. Because if you whatever you don't create by yourself has a ton of chances of being stolen and then sold as royalty free or being presented as free. You don't really know. If you don't know the entire pedigree of the image or of the graphic or of the music or of the audio or of the video, you don't know for sure that it's not copyrighted or that all of the model releases were signed correctly and everything. So what's really best is if you create everything from scratch. You don't copy paste anything. Okay. For that, yes, colors are safe to copy. We could go with copying a color. So let's go green screen, file create from clipboard, and let's steal this color. Okay. And now let's create another layer. So has the foreground color. Okay. Let's put the layer below the transparency. Okay. This doesn't seem to be a very good color. Where can we find a better color? Where can we find good colors? I don't know about colors. I do not know the color theory, so I'm just stealing colors from places. So, okay, we can always change the layer below. So now we have the background color. We still need two things. Some graphic, icon or something, and the name of the channel. So let's name my channel. Let's pretend that the name of my channel is Fresh Tutorials, like this. Okay. Then we'll need an image for tutorials. Let's go what Google gives us. Images. Yes. Well, again, we can't really steal any image because we don't know if it's copyrighted or not. So we can't take anything from anywhere if it was not created by us. Not even the illustration of an ice cream. We can take even KD icons. Okay, the papyrus. What's the license key? What's the licensing for this icon theme? GPL3. What does GPL3 means? Something about patents. We don't do patents. Something about Tivoization, we don't do that. Something about if I improve something, I need to give it back. I don't improve anything. Well, do I know if I improve something or not? Not improving an icon means you can't draw a line on top of that icon, right? Who knows what GPL means for icons? I'm not a lawyer. IANL. Okay, so we can't use images from the internet, we can't use icons, we can't use anything. And then even if we use icons, then maybe the holder will claim that we're using their trademarks. Okay, so we can't use the Firefox icon or something. So what I thought about was we could use word clouds. Let's create a word cloud. Okay, agreed. Okay, apply. What is this? I need something that's really readable with really few words. Shape. Shape. I need a small rectangle or something. A rectangle that's not tall. Can we find a rectangle that's not tall? This thing. Yeah, this could work, but the words are very small. Shape, fonts, direction, auto fit. I know. What else do we have? Source text. Yeah. This doesn't at all look as some graphic. Oh, this looks interesting. Okay, so we'll visualize. Oh, okay, this could do it. Okay, so we want some words about what we're doing. So we're doing fresh, we're doing tutorials. So we go fresh. Tutorials. On what? On GIMP. How do you spell the GIMP? GIMP, all uppercase. Okay. GIMP. Beginner. With a small case B. Okay, the font is really not okay. We need something that's really condensed. Text. We don't want something with serifs. So this guy is this is a serif font. It has all of these embellishments on the end of the lines. So we don't want that. They're not really readable. We don't want Comic Sans. So none of these strange fonts. This is both Comic Sans and has a bit of serif. Mega serif. Sans serif. Roboto. So this is not serif, not Comic Sans. condensed. Let's see. Not condensed enough. Yeah, this could do it. This does not do it. This could do it. PT Sans. This could do it. So this is serif, this is Comic Sans, this is not bold enough, I'm going to guess. This is serif, this is comics, this is comic, this is comic, this is comic, comic, and more comic. Fresh. Yeah. This could do it, if the colors were more fresh. This is serif. Bold. Oh, a bit of serifness there. Gothic. This could do it exactly the way it is, but then there's way too many more words. So let's go with colors from the shape. Ooh, monocolor. Interesting. Okay, and less words. Words in letters, no thank you. Okay. And the mouth as is, let's see. Could be if we put 2 extra words in there. What? Which 2 extra words? Fresh tutorials. How to. Okay. And another one. Easy. Let's see. This could do it. This could do it. Okay. But then we need to copy paste this thing in here. This will have a white background. We will never be able to copy paste it correctly and change the background from white to this thing. So what we do is we take the color of the foreground and use it as the color for the background in here. So where's the background color? Background color is this thing. So it should be E5, E5, E5. Apply. Okay. Okay, okay. Where are you? Maximize. Okay. So we could go with better fonts. With really bold fonts. Let's try that and then we'll be back. Gunplay. This is to Comic Sans. Headline 1. Oh, this is too rounded. Do we really need this many colors? Okay, let's do this thing. So I've selected to have words colors from the shape, so that means it only has one color. Otherwise, it uses this color palette, which is custom 3 colors. So the color from the shape is this blue thing, where the shape is the first thing, which is this cloud. So all cloud. Okay. So let's copy paste everything, print screen, file create from clipboard, select rectangle tool. Okay, let's select with a bit of extra padding. Control C. Let's hope that it's the correct size. We'll see. So we're inside this selection, if we paste now. And we should be in the background color. So in the background layer, not in the... So in the layer that's topmost. Okay, Control V. This is totally not okay. Way too small. Everything is way too small. Okay. How do you make this smaller? Don't know how to what if we really follow the tutorial and use the sizes specified in the tutorial. Let's do that. File new. So the tutorial said so 1440, 2560, advanced, transparency, okay, zoom, okay, then new layer, new layer, 423 in height, 1546 in width. Foreground color is this E5, E5, E5 color, this gray. Okay, it's actually wrong, we need black. Control Z, switch selections by clicking on black, layer, new layer, again width, and copy paste the height, foreground color, okay. Then tools, selection, where are you? Transform tools, align, click on align and align it. Okay. Then we select the layer and go alpha to selection. Then we delete the layer. And then we go image guides. New guide from selection. New guides from selection. Okay. Another layer to put the background in. New layer. Let's use our foreground color again, which is this thing. Okay. Back, and now layer, new layer, correct size, foreground color, okay, and put it below the most bottommost layer should have the background color. Should have a nice image like this, like a wallpaper, but we don't have such a thing. No nice things for us. Okay. And now we select the main layer where we work. So not the bottom one is totally not interesting. It just has the background color. So the top one has will have the text and the logo. So let's paste the logo. Control, where are you? Control C, Control V. Let's move this thing. With the move tool, click on it, and then move it with the right arrow. The logo is way too big, it will does cover too much space. So it's evenly spaced, but still there will not be place for our channel name. Let's see anyway. So let's put the text. What color should we use for the text? We probably want to go with the same color. Or with this black. No, this thing. Okay, so let's go print. Where are you? Print screen. File create from clipboard. Color picker. Pick this color here. 77A98. Back to where we work. And fonts. And the most boldest condensed I know. And let's make this 100. And start writing with an uppercase F. This guy totally worse from the what was before. Way worse. This should be black. Should be black. Let's go with black. What is black? This guy. Control A. Let's make it black. Okay. The size is way too small. Let's go with 170. Too much. 60. The black is totally not okay. Print screen. Create from clipboard. What black is this black? So it's 1F, 1F, 1F. Which is a bit milder or something. Let's try that. Where are we? In here. So right click on the channel, edit text on canvas, Control A, One F, one F, one F. Okay. And let's place this thing in a correct place. Why can't I move it? Like this. So it's centered. The the text is centered to the text tool. So let's do that. Let's have it end here. And yeah, should be centered, and still it's too much. So let's go with a smaller font, 50. And again, the color 1F, 1F, 1F. Fresh tutorials. Again, I'm not good with colors. This totally does not look okay. Okay, let's measure to make sure. So we know that it's in the correct place, left, right, because it has the same amount of white space at the end of the text until the logo starts, and at the start of the text until the margin. But then we don't know if up and down the white space is equal in size. So how do we do that? We need a ruler. Let's see if this works as a ruler. Okay, so at the F. Yeah, this could do it. Okay, let's look at our creation. Okay, this is the top banner. Press enter as many times as needed. Let's look at the end result. Banner. Okay, so the 25% zoom looks like this. How does that look on a mobile phone? You don't really know what's the name of the channel and what's the logo of the channel. There's not enough space. We can't really use the previous title that appeared in the channel because that title appears below. So shut up and stop and look at this channel. More tutorials. So it has really small things. Logos by Nick, logosbynick.com. So it doesn't even contain the name of the channel in the banner. So maybe that's the thing to do, not put the name of the channel in the banner, because on mobile phones the banner is shown immediately above the title of the channel. So that's duplication. You will have the name of the channel in two places. So that this rectangle, which is provided by YouTube with the name of the channel and the number of subscribers, and then this rectangle from the banner, which is always shown. So this part. Okay, so there you have it. That are all of the ideas that I have. So if you don't do word clouds, you will need to do vector painting or yeah, how it does it. So in Inkscapes or in LibreOffice to use the um, vector art that's available in there and combine it to create a logo from scratch. Yeah, so you need a tool for creating logos if you don't want to steal anything and to create word clouds. Okay, and then for the other useful image branding, the banner image, we did it, and now the watermark, I said we will not do it, and the remaining one is the profile picture. So the profile picture should be 800 pixels recommended or 98 by 98 pixels. So an image, a single image, that's probably PNG, and that scales perfectly to 98 by 98 pixel, but that's at least 800 by 800 pixels. So people will see a ton of details on their TV screens, but with resolution 800 by 800 pixels for your image. But then on mobile phones, things will be scaled down to 98 by 98 pixels, so there needs to look correctly. And not only there, when your channel is embedded, so when your YouTube video is embedded, your logo will appear and then the name of the video. And this thing can also be pulsating. So it really needs to look great at 98 by 98. So I have no idea how to do this. I just did a 98 by 98 pixel image. So file, new, 98 by 98. And you make it transparent. Okay, what can you put in? So your logo is shown in YouTube as this thing. It's a circle. It's shown over your YouTube videos when they are shown embedded in the embedded player. They could be pulsating, so a wave starts beneath the logo. And what I found out is that you don't want to use the same background color for the logo, the same background color that you use for the banner image, because the logo is shown sometimes on top of the banner, so as a continuation of the banner. It looks like this. So a good thing to do is to really look at how the combination of logo and banner is shown. Okay, so sometimes they are shown like this. This is the header, and this is the banner, and this is the logo. So in this situation, you don't want the background color to bleed through your logo. You probably want a color combination that works. So this should be more accented. Put on this. This should be more lighter, and this should be darker. Again, I'm not good at colors. And also really good contrast between the background of the logo and what's on the logo. And if possible, that logo should be as minimal as possible to work okay on mobile phones. So Nick has this S thing, and he also has some white, a white border. So this is a really good idea because you don't really know on which background color this thing will land. Okay, so this is a trick from subtitles. So if you have the subtitles just white, they will be perfect on all colors, black, everything, but will not be readable on white. So if you have a movie that's partly white, you will not be able to read part of the subtitles. So then the trick is to have the font of the subtitles be white, but with black margins. So that will look correctly on black or darker colors and on white or lighter colors. So what he did in here, this is what I would also suggest. Have two colors. So let's do that. Save as today. What's that? Save. Okay, let's open this thing with the GIMP. Where are you? Here. How do I drag and drop things? Okay, so size. '87 by 88, 87 by 87. So what do they suggest? They suggest 98 by 98. So Nick went even lower. So the idea of yeah, it doesn't look that good. This on this in this large scale, I can see all sorts of pixelations in here. It's totally dirty inside, you know. This is not a single color. This is not a single color. This is not a single color. What's the extension? It's a JPEG. That's the problem. Okay. I know. So let's go like this. Let's have a new layer that's white. And a new layer that's the base color, which is what? This great thing. Yeah, we could steal it. fill it with transparency and create a rectangle inside of it, which I don't know how to do. Where are you? Ellipse tool, ellipse selection tool. Let's try this. So this creates ellipses and I need a fixed rectangle. So this is the thing if you really want to have, as in subtitled fonts, something darker on top of and enveloped in something lighter. But if not, if you're just for simpler things, then you could go with the same background, which I said you should not do. Let's take this blue. Let's replace the white with that. Where's the bucket fill? Right click on the gradient fill and there's the bucket fill. Okay, yeah, could be. And then we go with FT, but a very strange FT. How do we do that? I'm not good with fonts either. I'm not good with colors and with fonts neither. We don't need this layer anymore. And fonts. Let's use our fonts. The name of the channel is Fresh Tutorials. So FB. Okay, Control A. Let's make this 50. Let's make the color. I have no clue what's. Let's see. Colors which look okay on blue. Shades of pink. Red, white, pale pink. Baby blue, what's baby blue? What is this? I'm not looking for rooms, for room decorations. Light pink. Orange. What's orange? I don't know what's orange. Let's pick this orange. Print screen. File, create from clipboard. Zoom with control scroll. Color picker. This thing. Whoa, this is not orange. Neither is this. Okay, back. Right click. Edit text on canvas. What's this color? This thing. Okay. FD. Okay, let's make this way bigger. So the font tool should be the font rectangle should use the same width as the image. This thing will be cropped, will become a circle. So I'm not sure it's going to look okay. Maybe the font is a bit too much. So let's go with 90. Too much still. Let's go with 80. So a good thing to do is to have your images opened and edited and with the correct layers and everything. You export the result to PNG and then you try in YouTube. You try to upload your banner. Does it look good? No, it's too bold. The color is too, You edit the image again, you export again, you upload again. Now it's better, but you need, you will do at least 5 tries with your banner and with your logo until it starts to look okay. You need to see how the things look when you navigate to your YouTube channel using your mobile phone or on the TV or everywhere else. If things look a bit off, no problem, everything is still loaded, opened correctly in GIMP. You make a small change, adjustment, export again as PNG, upload again, refresh everywhere, and see if your YouTube channel is better looking or not. So this Control Z. Not equal space. Not equal space. So left right is always correctly spaced because it's centered, but top down is not. So let's look. Let's use this thing. Oh, it doesn't move the way I want. Why not? Yeah, it could be. This could be it. Okay, so again, you don't close your GIMP tabs. You just export your work and then see if the exported PNG is good enough by uploading it to YouTube, refreshing your YouTube channel everywhere and see if it looks better or not. Okay, so this logo looks like this. I'm not sure if it's the difference between these two colors is enough. They seem to bleed. If the blue seems to bleed into the side of the font. Okay. So once you open it, once you upload it to YouTube, YouTube will crop this thing and show it as a circle, not as a rectangle. So let's simulate that thing. So ellipse, select, fixed aspect ratio, let's do that. And go from here to here. Okay, is it centered? The T is, the F is, the F is not. So you need to move it up 2 pixels. Okay. That's the way it goes. Where are they? Move tool, click on this. So 2 pixels up. Okay. Export again. A new name. Enter, enter. Open again in GIMP. So this is logo 1. Again, YouTube will try to crop it. And now it's 1 pixel to the right. Okay. So the move tool, 1 pixel to the left. File export as logo 2. Export and you upload again to YouTube. Here I'm simulating how it would be to upload it to YouTube. Now it's good everywhere. So this could be it. But then the T is not balanced because it lacks a low right feet, bottom right feet, and this logo might look strange and unbalanced. Maybe you should move it 1 pixel to the right, or maybe the font is too small. You don't know. You'll need to upload to YouTube and see if things look balanced and okay and professional to you. So again, don't close anything in GIMP. Just keep re-exporting, change, export, upload, test again, change, export as PNG, upload, refresh all your web browsers and YouTube clients and see if it looks okay for you. Okay, this is it. This was about how to create in GIMP, not within some web-based tool from Linux. Branding images for your YouTube channel, so a profile picture or a logo and a banner image or a header image. Thank you.